Alright, so here's what we got going on. I'm not 100% sure where I left off last, but we crawl under the cart. Yeah, sit on the rocks. Last week I welded up an extension to this swap bracket. This specifically for the E90s. I think the E60 hat must be a little different, at least on the X drive, because all three holes line up on this side, but this side, right where this white dot is actually where the hole is on this one. And the motor or engine transmission slid all the way back, and the mount still wouldn't fit, although it is a stock mount, so maybe if I grabbed an aftermarket one it would have. But anyways, welded the plate, drilled some holes, got the trans the rest of the way mounted, so now it's sitting where it should. And it actually moved my shifter up a little bit further, give me slightly more clearance on the inside of the car. We are swapping out these factory push lock style fittings for the trans. There's one on both sides down here. The other ones are tucked up there, but I'm gonna swap them out for some 6AN AN fittings, and then I'm probably gonna end up running a soft line the whole way because there's not much pressure on a manual trans. Alright, well, they're in. I just gotta get the other ends on and run the damn lines to a cooler. This is probably the easiest thing I've done on this car yet. So also got my 90s put on for the trans lines. Just went with a push lock style fitting, make it nice and easy because it's low pressure. Oh shit. On the inside, the bracket I ordered did come in. There's usually two sides to this. One screws on the actual shifter, but I had a different idea in mind. But anyways, pushed all the way forwards, I have roughly 1/4 inch of room. So my idea was put this on here and then cut the excess off, so then it'll be back even further. But I'm not sure if I like it right there, or if I'd rather cut it off down here, weld it over here, and then put this further back, and it'd be kind of right in the middle. I'm sort of leaning towards this, but I'm not 100% sure if it'll mess with the geometry. I don't think it would, because it's still mounted, one solid piece, but not 100% sure. We're gonna play around, and I don't know. Whatever I end up going with, I'll probably actually cut it, move it back, because I can order another shifter if I have to. It's not the end of the world. Not that I want to, but I can. So, yeah, that's just a little update on where I'm at so far. Hopefully I'll get the transmission lines ran. Looking at building a steering column or shaft. This OEM one's all aluminum, so I can't weld jack shit to it. With the e60 rear wheel drive front subframe instead of the all wheel drive front subframe, I had to swap them out for these motor mounts. The shaft actually needed shortened a little bit. I ended up cutting these two sides, but now there's not much to grab. It's real sloppy, and when I turn the wheel it actually skips over these. So I don't have anyone local. I've asked like 3 different people if they'd be able to weld it. Nobody wants to, so I'm looking at options to make it steel, and it would probably actually be a little bit thinner and clear my header on this side way better, because right now it comes up and then I have this big bulky piece and it likes to smack the header, and then there's actually 3 Yeah. 3 different pivot points, so it is real floppy in here. And if I went to a solid steel one, I'd only have 2 U-joints on it, and I'd be able to mount it really easy. I did also cut a little extra underneath to give me some extra room if needed. If not, I'll end up having to patch it up anyways, so not the end of the world. But I don't know, that's just a nice little update on the good old LS swapped e60.